show you how to install a set of ProjectGamma intakes. This particular one's blue with the mesh filters and the plastic mouth housing. So first we're going to start by removing the front grills. You simply just grab and just pull hard. Don't be afraid to break them. The tabs are just a little bit rough, but they'll come out. Next, we're going to start by removing the clamps on both sides of the factory intakes, along with a T30 screw that's located right over here. Here's a T30 screw. You're going to remove this clamp. You're going to press and pull back on the mouth housing. I like to just stick a little screwdriver there and pull. Same thing here, other side. This is going to release here. It's going to get released. Pull these. Now we're going to remove the T30 screws. So I went ahead and removed the T30 screws right here. You need to move this hose that was attached here. This is for the power steering line. Simply pull off this vacuum line as well. And then just pull. You will need to transfer your MAF sensor onto the new intakes. This can be done with 2 T20 screws being removed and reinstalled on the new MAF housing. To remove these screws is actually a T15. This particular one had a smaller screws on it. Some cars it's a 20. This one's a 15. You gotta check yours. Simply remove both screws, pull. You need this seal, otherwise you're gonna have an air leak. Try not to touch this part of the sensor too much. If you wanna clean it up with some MAF cleaner before you put it in, it'd be a good idea. This one has a little bit of oil on it, so we're gonna go ahead and clean it and reinstall it into the new intakes. Go ahead and reinstall it. They only fit one way. Line up the screw holes. Push it down, make sure the holes are lined up. Go ahead and get the screws started by hand. Do not use an impact on this. And simply now just tighten the screws. Nice and tight. We're gonna go ahead and install the actual silicone tube into the car. You're gonna need to remove the other torque screw down here, which is holding on the plastic duct that's rerouted to the intake. This screw is specifically right behind the little hinge right here. That screw is going to be removed. That one I believe also is a T20. You can access it with a long T20 right from here on top. So I went ahead and removed this duct that was in the way. That screw is attached right on here. It may give you a little bit of trouble, but kind of yank on it a little bit and twist it while you're pulling and it will come out. Same thing is going to go for the other side. I'm going to use a magnet to get this screw out. That way it doesn't just disappear. It may be necessary for some of you to put some kind of lubrication on the silicone in order to get it to slide through easier. You can put a little bit of WD-40 and then wipe it off, or even some oil, or if you have any kind of special lubricant at home that you like to use, you can use that as well. Grab it here, squeeze it, make sure you have the right side. Take this out. As you're pulling, squeeze it, because it's not a round hole, it's a little oval. You want to squeeze it to kind of like an egg shape and pull as you're pushing it from the side. I'll get you a better close-up of what I'm doing. squeezing it through here. No shreds need to be cut. Nothing needs to be removed like some other intakes that we've seen. Here we go. Now you see that it came out a little bit. I pulled it. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the mesh filter, put another clamp on it. It's gonna sit just like that. And now from here, I'm gonna be able to tie in the clamp that way to make sure this filter is not gonna come off. This side is tightened. See, it's not gonna go anywhere. We are completely done with this side. That was pretty easy. Same thing is gonna go for the other side. Again, we're gonna put a clamp here. Reinstall the MAF housing from the other side. Slide this pipe through. Hook up this coupler on there. Put the filter from the front, tie it with a clamp, and reinstall the grills. Since I already went ahead and finished one side, I'm going to show you how to put the grills back on. Line up the tabs. And just push back in. Should slide right in. If you have an aftermarket one, it may take some fiddling around with, but it should fit. And you can see now these nice beautiful intakes are going to peek right through the grill and suck in some air.